Alright guys, this is a tool I gotta share with you guys because some of you guys may not know that this exists, but this, I think I paid 20 bucks for this like 5 years ago. It's a freaking game changer. But this is a seal puller, and I mainly use it for like crank seals and cam seals that are recessed like this. But yeah, I used to just put little screws in here and pry them out like a freaking loser. This thing's awesome. I'll show you how it works. Alright, so you just want to sneak this little hooky end under your seal, just like so, and then you just put your this little pry bit on something, and then boom, just like that. Look at that. Freaking easy peasy, guys. Lyle makes it, and I think it's around 30 bucks. If you don't have this, add this to your box. You'll thank me, trust me.
When your rep tells you that NTAB program was over 2 years ago.
Alright, we got another minty Manitoba vehicle here. This time we got the mighty Ford Windstar. And this is always my favorite part with some of these guys. It's always the spray foam. It's so freaking sweet. Look at this. It's nice and thick. We even got some nice sheet metal work right up in here. And we got the customary, you know, rotten bumper supports in here. It's always good. Oh yeah, this is the one. This is the one. Now I remember this. I've seen this years ago. And I guess the rear axle must have broke or something at some point. But they did, like, look at this. They spray foam. They built all these brackets. You can even see it's like a little bit bent. Pretty freaking mint. Got a little bit better close up of this beauty repair job. Sick. Freaking sick. Then we also got the old big old hole in the front frame here. So that's not too bad. It's a little bit of surface rust. And to think these are the vehicles that are on the road every single day.
This is why I tell people not to solder and to use crimp connections. Plugged in.
Well, Chuck, first thing I want to say is excellent diag as usual. But I wanted to just clip this portion of your video because yeah, there's proof again that soldering can create issues, especially when it comes to vibration and all that kind of stuff. It makes the wire more brittle. So that's why it was really interesting when I did that video on best way to join two wires, that the vast majority of technicians still think that soldering is going to be the best repair, right? And as I've stated in my follow-up video, how soldering is not the best repair, crimp connectors are, right? Just in there's proof again. Again, anytime you heat up metal, you're making it more brittle, so they tend to break on the other side of the solder, which I've seen quite a few times. Have I seen crimp connectors fail? Sure, if somebody doesn't install it properly. And this is why I like the non-insulated ones. I feel you get a way better crimp on them. And just give them a good tug. If you give them a good tug and they don't move, you got a good crimp right there, right? And you're not gonna have that heat issues there. And also, like, if anybody says that those create any kind of resistance, then take your own meter, you'll see it sure doesn't. So anyways, great video. Love that you found that. Just like pointing out these things. I'm not here to say that my way is better than your way. I'm just showing examples on why maybe soldering isn't the best way to go about things. All right, have a great day, everybody. Okay. All right. Good afternoon, guys. So I got a 2013 Honda CR-V with the mighty 2.4, and I came in with a a crank no start. All right, so obviously start checking the basics. We had spark. We had good fuel pressure, we had good volume on the fuel, we had compression, we had injector pulse. What else? The air filter wasn't clogged. So I was like, wow, jeez, we have all the components to start this vehicle. So I pulled the plugs out. Looked original. They weren't completely worn out. But I was like, you know what? I've had bad spark plugs before. Thing has 86,000 miles because it's they're in from Minnesota. So how about 140,000 kilometers? So I was like, you know what? Let's throw in a set of spark plugs. We might have some. Still nothing. I'm like, I was like, well, so no codes whatsoever, and no cam crank correlation codes, nothing like that. And I had compression, so I was like, I don't think it can be done. But being the 2.4, it takes a couple minutes to rip the valve cover off. Let's pull it off. I'm just curious at this point. This is not making sense. Everything. I failed my apprentices. Look what they fucking showed up to the shop with. What you got there? More goddamn Milwaukee? Gross. Freaking gross. No, thought I taught them something. Guess not. You can't teach these fucking young guys anything. Customer states we have a crunchy ticky kind of noise when the brakes are applied. Let's go for a drive and see what we hear. So definitely have a sound. It started making it actually once the brakes got warmed up. So listen to this. Hopefully my speaker will pick the sound up. So let's pull it in. Let's pull that wheel off and see what we got. So it looks like what may have happened is they just did a cheap set of pads. You can see all the metal inside, like how much metal. They're pretty metallic-y on an old set of rotors. Now you can see how purple they are. And also, look at this. There's a really hardened hot spot right here. So I bet you anything that's that noise they're getting. Believe it or not, these little hardened hot spots will give you all sorts of noises, also give you a vibration in the pedal. So a new set of pads and rotors should fix that issue right up. Layer 1. Layer 2. Layer 4. Layer 4. Layer number 5. There you go. 5 layers.
Okay, so I'm doing a safety on this Mustang GT, and I noticed it's got this goofy exhaust tip on there. It's like, okay, whatever, but you know, it's a GT, it should have dual exhaust, and it is a V8 car, so I had to wonder what's going on underneath here. So we went under and look at this. You know, well, we got the quality welding job here, you know, because Buddy just got his welder yesterday. And you know, when you can't find a place to hang it, just hang it to the sway bar, and you'll do some more quality welding all over. But you can only afford the one pipe, so on the other side, you'll just block it off. It'll be good.
Hey guys, so doing a timing chain, and this is where those bolts from mats are king. So there's all my timing cover bolts. All in the location they were at. You can shake this thing around. Bolts aren't going anywhere. So for these kind of jobs, it's pretty awesome. Especially when you start having all these different kind of bolts and you got different lengths, different sizes, right? So you can check them out at bolster.com. I have a link up in my bio, and use TobaTech as the coupon code, and you can get up to 30% off.